There we go. You guys got the
Yeah,
compromise. Hey, that's what this miracle morning's all about. Getting
right.
that picture dialed in.
Yes. Not only getting
Congratulations.
it dialed in, but taking the steps to get there. And
Exactly.
I've been reading the book and I read it before, and it's taking the steps to get there.
There we go. Hey,
Not just naming and claiming it. It's you got to do some work to get
you already got the steps
Right.
ahead. Way to
it.
go. We're going to have amazing, amazing stories out of this campaign. I can't wait. We are ready. Betty, hello. Kamisha, hello. Esteta, Annette, Maria, good morning. We're going to start our miracle morning in just a little bit. I'm pumped. And definitely send out reminders to your teammates if I'm going to send one more message. We're going to get this kicked off the ground. Miracle morning starting now. All right. Make sure all our tech is good. Sean, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Teresa, hello. Great to see you guys. Hi. Can you believe it's 2024 now? Just like that? Did this holiday seem long or short?
The actual holiday seemed
Yeah.
long, but getting there was short.
Getting to the holiday was short? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but the actual holiday seemed long.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It was a good time. It was a good time. Hey, Angie. Great to see you. Hello. You're on mute right now. Got around a minute on the clock, minute or two. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're ready for your year of miracles. It's going to be a good time. Pam and Roxy, Nick, Happy New Year, everybody. Hey, Nick, our AI warrior. Pretty soon, we're not going to be able to see Nick. We're just going to see his AI avatar. He'll be the first to do it. Nice. Angie, you guys are together? Nice. Perfect. Okay. Shalia. Hello. Hello, wifey. Good morning. What's up, everybody?
Oh, shit. Is that it? Mute.
I heard you guys.
Here, speaker.
I hear the whispers of preparation.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Now
2020.
how do I get the picture back? This.
The first day is always fun. Eva's sweater looks very New Year-esque. Glittery. Love it.
There. I'm back. I'm here. Thank you.
Awesome. You
It's
got
more cozy than glittery.
it. It's nice. Real nice. All right. Cool. You guys good on your side, Angie, Pia?
Yeah, I'm finally here.
Okay. Hey, welcome here. Sweet, guys. Well, we'll get this kicked off the ground. I'll make some announcements and then I will shoot it over to our women of the hour, so to speak. So happy 2024, everybody. Give me a wave or throw a 5 in the comments if you're hearing this. We're also replaying this onto the Warrior Movement group. And, you know, we had some questions that were asked. We said, people are asking, can this be made available to even people outside of the team? And I was chatting with Pia and Angie about it. I said, you know, if it makes sense, if they can value from this, because this is life transformation. We're talking about the miracle morning. We're talking about how to dial in your daily methods of operation so that you can set yourself up for success. So if you do have people that you feel can benefit from this, hey, feel free to reach out to them as well too. So I am live streaming this. It'll be on a YouTube playlist as well. I put it onto my YouTube. It's also on my Facebook. You can share this with them, tag them on this as well too. But it is intended for the warrior movement, you know, so, or maybe we'll have future warriors on this as well. But can you believe that we are already in 2024? We've been talking about it for a while. Our mindset's already been there for a bit. This is going to be the year where this team is about to explode. It's already exploding, but it's going to explode even more to the next level. And the way it's going to explode is really going to come down to what you do on a day. If you want a miracle year, it's about what you do on a daily, right? That's the miracle process. So we're going to go through with our Senior Vice President, Angie, and then also our certified Miracle Morning consultant and coach, Dr. Pia. We're excited and honored to have them walk us through this. But at the same time, I want to make sure that we're mindful and we're aware of what's going on as well, too, right? So as you go into this first week, my mindset is this: get my pace down, get my habits dialed in all areas in life, in my wellness, in my business, in my schedule for the day. And expect that it won't be perfect, right? I'll be honest. I wanted to get up earlier today. I did not get up earlier. So even I fall short, that snooze button was really nice. Dinner was a little bit too nice yesterday. So it's okay, right? But give yourself some grace as you dial things in. And just so you guys know, a couple of things, we're back to our full schedule for this week. So we have a lot of incredible things going on. Tonight's Fast Start training is going to be very important to make sure that we plug in every single one of our partners in, because we're going to give you the system to how to make sure that your business continues to scale and grow in a sustainable and exponential way. So we want to make sure we plug into our Fast Start today. Tomorrow night, Wellness 360 Live. This was from Becky. You're going to see, we're going to do a special coaching series to help people get their best transformations as we're entering into the Slenderize Transformation Challenge. Who here's pumped for the challenge that's about to happen? We got one day on the clock. Some of us, your pants are about to thank you very well after we do this challenge, So we got Wednesday. We're going to do a special coaching Zoom on that. So you want to make sure that you plug in all of your people. You'll see announcements on this. And then Thursday, we're kicking off again our business presentations so that we can help you find your next dream partners that we can help with this transformation as well. But with that said, I'm not the star today, but it's really these two ladies. So I want to just hand it over to you guys. I have your slides ready too, so let me know when you want those. But let's give Angie and Dr. Pia an incredible, incredible round of applause and thank them for this time. And here's Dr. Pia. All right. Hey, I'll hand the floor off to you guys.
Happy Miracle Morning, everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy Miracle Morning.
Yay. I'm so excited. Angie, so good to see your beautiful face in 2024. And everyone here on the call, thank you guys for joining. Angie, why don't you kick us off, and then I'll get into the meat and the potatoes of today.
Okay, let's do it. So everybody knows who I am. Turning this off over here, me and my technical issues. So I started the Miracle Morning twice when I started my business. And I did it by myself, but it was very impactful for me. So what it did was it made me structure my day. It made me value my time in a different way. It made me more intentional about what my goals were and are. I've done it twice now. And just as Kismet would have it, my best friend is coming to visit me and saw the book on my desk with the worksheet. And she goes, "Oh, you're doing the Miracle Morning?" I said, "Yeah, I've done it twice now. I'm going to do it again. I would like to do it with my team." And she said, "Well, I'm certified." I'm like, "Of course you are. She's Wonder Woman, right?" So I said, "Well, would you be willing to do it with the team?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, why don't we talk to James? Maybe we can open it up to the whole warrior movement." And he was very impressed with it, read the book, like overnight, like I have not done that, by the way. But anyway, so from a notion to a dream to fruition, and here we are, 2024, and this is our year of miracles and miraculous goal setting, and this is the time for us to run. So I'm just so honored and so happy that my best friend is really versed at this and certified in it, and we're going to do it again. So I'm going to punt it to you since you are certified and the expert. But you're in for a treat. This is going to be awesome.
Thank you so much. And James, if you would like to share the slides now, that would be great. Thank you, Angie. And I think, you guys give Angie kind of the kudos because the proof is in the pudding, right? Like she was doing this and she has been working this business. And I don't know how much you guys know about Angie and what, is going on in her personal life, but she's had to overcome a lot of what one would call challenges or, really, really huge things. And she hasn't missed a beat in building this business. So I thank you and appreciate you for leading by example. So even though I didn't know you were necessarily into the Miracle Morning, I should have suspected it. And so for all of you on the call, that is our goal for you. Really, it's just the whole objective of this 30-day period of time is to really help you to master the Miracle Morning, take control of your day, and to enhance your personal development and your productivity to create the miracles that you want in your business and in your life. And so for all of us, that's kind of a generic objective, right? But for all of us, it's going to be very, very personal as to what that miracle is in our life. And so at the end of the year, James was doing a meeting when he talked about, 2024 being the year of the miracle. And he mentioned the words God-sized goals, right? What is a miracle? A miracle is about having a huge, we used to call them BHAGs in corporate, big, hairy, audacious goal, BHAG, or God-sized goal, miracle, something that's big. And so if we, forward the slides, we could just get into what is the whole objective of this 30-day period? What are the miracles we're going to create for you? And how are we going to go about doing that? And so I like to start with just a quick overview of what the 30 days are going to be so you guys have an idea. And I call them 3 10-day sprints. And, we talked about going from unbearable to unstoppable because, even James said it's not always easy to get up earlier in the morning. And even though we're doing this at 8 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to encourage you guys starting tomorrow to wake up 15 minutes earlier than you normally do. So whatever time that is, if you normally get up at 7, get up at 6:45. If you normally get up at 5:15, get up just 15 minutes earlier. 15 minutes earlier because you're going to be retraining your body to do something, and you'll thank me later, I promise you. But just so you guys have a quick overview of the 30 days, the first 10 days is going to really be building the foundation. I'm going to deep dive into these lifesavers. Angie's going to give you some of her real world experience and what she's experienced when she did this twice and read the book twice. And we're going to really set the foundation for you guys to start building the practice of lifesavers. And then the second 10-day sprint is all about consistency and growth. So we'll get a little bit deeper into the practice, and I call it a practice. We'll get a little bit deeper into the routine, and really where the rubber meets the road is consistency, because we're all excited now. Everybody's like, oh, I got my book, Miracle Morning, woo-woo! Talk to me on day 11, okay? Talk to me on day 13 so I can see, how you guys, if we're still so excited. I hope you are. But that's where the consistency and the growth really kicks up. And that's where that magical 21 day, you've heard 21 days to create a habit. Well, we're creating new habits, but it's not enough to just hit that 21 days. You have to keep going. And that's where sprint 3 comes in, where we're going to master and then reflect on our results, right? So I want to hear some God-sized testimonials at the end of this 30 days. I want to see the growth in your business. I want to see the reduction in your waistlines. I want to see winners in the challenge for the, slenderized skinny drop challenge. I want to see so many results from however many people are participating in this Miracle Morning. We're going to take the prizes, all of them. So I'm super excited about that. And so with that, I want to just get into today's, first day 1 lesson. But first, in the comments, let me know, obviously, if you have the book, have you started to read? If you've read or started to read the book, say yes. Now, there's no prerequisite, so there's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know kind of who started and dived into it so I know kind of what the audience is. Okay, great. And so there's no prerequisite to read the book first. I just want to kind of level set that. But it is going to be good to supplement with your reading, on your own time. But everything that we're going to do, you don't need to have read the book first. So I just want to make sure we clear the air on that and don't feel like you guys are showing up on the first day of class and didn't do the summer reading, okay? Because there is no prerequisites, so we're good, okay? Now, the very first thing in anything is, why are we doing this? You know, what is your why? I mean, I just got off the IPA call, you know, talking about the why. You know, it's just everybody who is ever built anything or achieved anything has a huge vision, a why, or a reason for why they're doing whatever it is they're doing. And if you don't, then that's probably why you're not where you want to be, right? And so what's interesting is the bigger the why, the bigger the results, the more rewarding the results. It should be very personal to you, your why, but it also should be inspiring. It needs to emit emotion. And a lot of people, like, for example, some people will say, well, if I say, Angie, what is your why? What would you say? What is your why for anything, any one of your goals, building this business? What's your why?
Are you asking me that for real right now?
Yes.
Okay. My why is because I don't have a retirement. And I want to contribute to Anissa coming out of college debt free. And I also don't want to rely on another person or a man or a job or anything else to keep me and hold me financially viable. And I want to keep up with you travel. How about that?
I love it. That's perfect. And it's so interesting because she mentions her daughter. She mentions, you know, her, you know, financial situation. Some people say, oh, I just want to make more money, or I just want to build a business to make, you know, X amount of dollars. Right. And, you know, while that may be true, when I was doing, you know,
You lagged a little bit.
planning, I used to do a value. I would say things like retirement. And I would say, but why? And then they would say, because I want to, you know, have financial freedom. Well, why? And so my whole goal was, I would ask them why so many times till they would get almost irritated, but that's okay. I was making a point. I wanted to get to the value, because just to say money for retirement is not enough to have you do things that make you a little bit uncomfortable. Just to say, you know, I want to, you know, build this business, you know, or lose weight. You have to be uncomfortable enough. It has to be a big enough why. And so I like to hammer that in, because Angie shared with you guys when we were first talking about doing this, the story about, I think it was Angie 2022. No, it was 2021 already. I think I was asked to speak to a large group of real estate professionals and investors, right? It was a huge investing thing. And I was talking about something very boring, something that you guys wouldn't be interested in. I was talking about investing techniques, and I had to speak, and it was in Hawaii. And I was like, oh, I want to look professional, but it's Hawaii and it's casual. So I go to my go-to best friend fashion guru and say, help me find an outfit. And she tells the story about how we do my least favorite thing, which is go to a shopping mall. Like, I literally break out in hives, guys. I go to the shopping mall, and anyway, long story short, nothing fit. And it was embarrassing, but I didn't do anything. I didn't lose 30 pounds. I didn't go start working out. I didn't start eating, because it was humiliating. It was embarrassing. It was more vanity than anything. But guess what? It wasn't a big enough inspiration. It wasn't a big enough why for me to get off my butt and do anything different until I had a health scare, until the thought of not being around with my grandkids, right? That's when it was like, oh crap, I have to get off my butt. I have to do something. I need to take these drops that I've been ordering from Angie ever since she started whatever partner code thing is. And I need to do something different. So I just want to share that with you guys. And I hope that as we get started on this miracle morning, if you guys know your why and you have a big why, just say yes. Just say yes in the comments. Just say yes, that you're with me. You get what I'm saying and it's making sense to you. Okay. And then we'll go into briefly how we take our why and we look at where we are right now in our life and assess where we are currently. Because in order to get to, you know, you can't do directions one way, right? You have to have a starting point and a destination. So the why is the destination. The wheel of life which Becky had shared with us also at the end of the year. So this was all just so perfect because this is all wrapped up together. So I don't need to spend a lot of time on it. But the Wheel of Life is something that, we look at to assess our areas of our life, our physical, our intellectual, emotional, spiritual, financial, and see where we are. So assess where we are on a scale of 1 to 10. And we talk about our goal being to create a level 10 life and whatever that looks like for you. So on your own time, again, you don't have to necessarily download this, although you can Google it and download it and color it in nicely if you want, like color in if you're up to a 7 on finances and you want to be a 10. But really, it's just something you can look at and do an introspective look at, okay, this is where I am today. This is where I want to be. My only one suggestion is that you guys focus on 1 or 2. Like, obviously, most of us would like to be a level 10 in every area, but you're not going to be really successful if you try to focus on too many things. So right now, I'm going to do some examples. And as we're going through this challenge, we're paralleling with the Slenderize challenge. So health and fitness is a great one to use as an example, or business building, moving to the next level in your business. So we're going to kind of focus on a couple of those, but just know that whatever is important to you in your life, maybe it's your spirituality, maybe it's something with relationships, that's great. But look at that wheel and assess where you are. Are there anybody in the chat? Do you have any questions or comments or anything about that? Okay, great. Thank you, James, for kind of in the chat solidifying what I'm doing. And then if I could have 6 more minutes for day 1, I want to give you guys an example of what a 6-minute life savers looks like. And SAVERS, for those of you who haven't started reading the book, is an acronym for the 6 daily habits. And they are silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, as you can see on the slide. And starting tomorrow, in addition to waking up 15 minutes earlier, you're going to start to do this practice. You're going to do all 6 ideally. You could do it I'm going to show you how you could do it in 6 minutes. You could take 15 minutes. You could take a half an hour. You could take an hour. I mean, ideally, you're going to exercise for longer than a minute. But you get the gist. You get the gist of what I'm saying here. I want to take you through so you can see how simple it is. But, as we go through the 30 days, how we're going to expand on the practice. So if you would give me 6 minutes, if I have permission, I know we're supposed to be doing this in 15 minutes. We'll just go through a sample saver.
Uh-oh.
Hold up, Pia.
Then I will leave you guys until tomorrow.
Pia, you lagged out just a little bit. You're good. And permission granted, you're good now.
Yeah.
And then you're not good.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Dramatic
perfect. Thank
pause.
you. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my little timer here. Right.
She's such a
And then, all right, so I need everybody to, okay, am I frozen?
Now you're
Can
good.
you guys hear me? Angie,
Now
you
you're
froze
back.
for a second.
You're good now.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh no, why would I have technical difficulties right now?
You're good.
We can hear you and see you fine.
Now you're good.
Hold on, I'm switched.
No problem. Guys, throw in the chats on a 1 to 10 scale. How are you feeling right now? 10 being like amazing, 1 being like, eh. Like we're gonna, through 30 days, just monitor, like I saw on that wheel, there's the balance wheel of life. 1 was like that mental wellness. And I promise you stick with this for the next 30 days, you're gonna go to a 10 out of 10 in that. There you are, Pia, can you hear us?
Yes, I had to go to my extension. I am in the country in Georgia, so I apologize for that.
All good. Appreciate you. Awesome.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So we're going to do this, and I want you guys all to, just for a second, we're going to start with the silence piece. And so, mute your phone if you haven't already. Hopefully you are, because you're on this call. But we're just going to kind of take a moment, silence the mind. And when we talk about the silence part of the savers, it's not just about, having complete and total silence. It's more about being introspective and really doing whatever it is that gets you settled and to basically calm down your mind and start your day off in a calm state. For many, many people, we start our day with prayer. right? We start our day with some spiritual practice of prayer or meditation. For some people, it's just as simply as deep breathing, right? And silencing the mind. And so it really does help to improve your productivity and creativity, but it also improves your mood. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you're like frantic, like I don't even wake up to an alarm clock. Like I have trained my body to wake me up earlier and earlier. And I like to say I sleep until I'm done. And I wake up gently. I wake up gently, but it's so much better than the alarm and then hitting the snooze button or waking up to chaos. So I like to wake up before everyone else, and I like to take a minute or 2 or 10 as you develop your practice to have silence. So I'm going to set a timer. And for 1 minute, I'm going to ask you all not to put anything in the chat, not to say anything. And we're just going to close your eyes. We're going to take one deep breath in, hold it for a beat, and exhale. And let's just be still. Be still for 1 minute. When you're doing this practice, going forward, you can do it just free form like we're doing right now, or you could do what's called a guided meditation or silence. Or again, you could just take time with your Bible. You can, say your morning prayers, whatever it is that's comfortable for you, just taking a moment to silence the mind. And breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, silence, easy peasy. The next one, affirmations. Now, affirmations is what I consider to be my superpower, so you know. So I could literally go hours, hours on this alone. But I'm going to take you guys from the most basic of affirmations all the way through very powerful, advanced affirmations that are going to help you to achieve your goals faster, help you get to your why quicker, right? And so affirmations are designed to reprogram our subconscious mind. And so whatever we say to ourselves, right, our self-talk is what we manifest, right? And so that is something that's so important. And the issue I think that a lot of people have with affirmations in the past is they say things like, I am a millionaire. I am a top level producer in the business, or, they say things and they don't really believe them, number one, because they're not true. But there is a way where you can kind of combine what you want in the future and what you believe to be accomplished for your big, hairy, audacious goal and your God-sized why. You can combine that to make affirmations that are very, very powerful. So I'm going to share with one that you guys can all use if you choose to today. But if not, you can create your own. And when we go over the affirmations in more detail, I'm going to share with you guys how we do this specifically. But let's just look at one that I love. I have it here on my app. I actually know it by heart, but I'm going to read it to you. It is, I am 100% committed to a full body transformation. So I am 100% committed to a full body transformation. This is deeply meaningful to me because I want to live a long, healthy life and set an example for my family and others. To ensure that I follow through, I will do a form of physical activity each day, get adequate sleep, and eat a healthy diet. That's an affirmation for health and fitness. Then my next one is the one that I use for business. And I'll just share that one with you very quickly. And that one, I am 100% committed to building a 6-figure business. This is deeply meaningful to me because I want to contribute to my family's financial independence, be able to travel with my grandkids, and live my best possible life. To ensure I follow through, I will be coachable and do income producing activities each day. Now, isn't that better than saying I'm a millionaire?
Yeah, it certainly is.
Right. So this is where you guys can take this and it's going to be really, I'm going to have the template for this in a couple of days. I think it's Friday when we go over affirmations in detail. But for tonight, for your practice tomorrow and the next day, you guys, you get the gist of it, right? You're basically saying what's important to you, what you're committed to doing, and why. That is going to make your affirmation much more powerful than just, now I do have another one that says I receive unexpected checks in the mail. I've been saying it for years. And it just happened. Did I tell you, Angie, like a month ago?
Yeah.
A month ago, my husband was actually mocking me. Actually, my family, they think it's funny, but I say it all the time. And my husband was like, "Oh yeah, you receive unexpected checks in the mail." And the very next day, it was like a $400, $380 check from a overpayment of like escrow account at the end of the year when you pay for one of our properties. Anyway, I do have those kind of affirmations too, but this is more specific and targeted to help you guys get to your results. Now, the next is visualization. And I like to combine a lot of times. You can combine your silence and your visualization and your affirmations, right? Because what am I going to be visualizing? I'm visualizing myself being at my fitness goal. I'm still in James. I want a 6-pack now. That's my next goal. I'm going for a 6-pack. Okay. I had one once and I said, "What are these ridges in my tummy?" And my trainer said, "Those are abs." I hadn't seen them ever before, but that was a long time ago. So my goal is to get my 6-pack back, or at least a 4-pack. So anyway, so I'm going to be visualizing a lot of times, when I'm doing my silence and I'm doing my affirmations. And you can combine these, guys, because it doesn't have to take an hour out of your day. And so right now, again, this is only going to be 30 seconds. I'm going to ask you to bear with me, close your eyes, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whether it's, hitting that target weight, hitting that level in your business, go ahead and visualize yourself, but not like you're watching a movie, like you're in it. You see your own hands and feet. You're the one in the movie, right? And you need to utilize all of your senses. So we're looking with our mind's eye because our eyes are closed and we're visualizing it, but just smell. What are the smells? Like if I'm in a bikini on the beach, I can hear the water. I can feel the sand in my toes. I can smell the smells of the ocean and outside. And so when you visualize, I really want you to take a few moments right now, a few seconds, and like really visualize yourself hitting that goal. Professional athletes do it all of the time. They visualize themselves hitting the basket. They visualize themselves making the goal, winning the championship, whatever it is, winning the gold medal. Prior to actually doing it, they have to see themselves doing it. Does that make sense?
Yes, very good sense.
Awesome. Now, get up, please. Thank you. And I'm not trying to be cheesy, but we're going to all get up together. Okay. So get up out of your chair, wherever you are, if you can, if you're able, and we're going to literally move because movement is so important. It's so important to get the mind going. It's so important. And a minute is little. And while we're doing this challenge, we got to move more. But what we're going to do, we're going to march in place. Everybody who can do it, march in place for 30 seconds. And then after we march in place, we're going to do another exercise. All right. So I'm timing us. We're marching in place and I'm going to be talking. Exercising, if you haven't been doing it, is something that, you need to build up gradually to, especially those of us who are over a certain age, right? You got to build up to it. And maybe you do something gentle first, like just walking or yoga, Pilates is good. There's so many videos on YouTube. There's so many apps that you can use. There's one that I used to use called 8Fit before my sister-in-law became a personal trainer, and she has an app. And then again, she has a YouTube channel. So there's no excuse is what I'm saying. All right. Now, if you can do some squats, I'm squatting as low as I can, getting those squats in. Squats are really good because they're moving using the big muscles of your body. And I'm no trainer, but I like to get my body moving because it gets the blood flowing every morning, right? And if we're going to win the Slenderize Challenge, we've got to be in shape. So we're going to move our bodies. And if you'd like to do this while you guys are, lastly, we're going to just do some standing crunches if you can. If you guys want to do this while you're listening to an audiobook, or if you can walk and, chew gum at the same time, Angie would say. If you can walk and do this at the same time, read your book or listen to an audiobook. I can read on a treadmill. Some people can't because of the motion, but this is good. So I'm losing my breath, which is good. So that means my heart rate is getting up. And that's just a minute and a half, guys, of some movement. Do some stretches, do some cool downs. Doesn't need to be anything. I like to say good old-fashioned calisthenics. And if you don't want to do any of the apps or the YouTube, you can do some jumping jacks, some squats, some stepping in place. So now we've done our exercise and we're going to do the reading. Reading, as I mentioned, is not necessarily just about actually physically reading. You can listen to an audiobook, you can read an article, you can basically do anything to improve your knowledge, learn from experts, and help with your personal development. We talked about that from the beginning as well. We can never develop ourselves, our businesses, past where we are personally. So it's super important, guys, that we continue to feed our mind with information. So that I'm going to read because I'm reading from this book. I'll read it for you, but you're going to read either your Miracle Morning. Again, you can read your Bible. You can read whatever, Torah, whatever book it is that you want to read from. But it's very, very important to do. At least all the professionals that I know, CEOs, high-level executives, they all feed their brain. It's critical for personal development. So I'm going to read a passage from the Miracle Morning that's just going to take less than a minute. How you wake up each day and your morning routine or lack thereof dramatically affects your level of success in every area of your life. Focused, productive, successful mornings generate focused, productive, successful days, which inevitably create a successful life. In the same way that unfocused, unproductive, and mediocre mornings create unfocused, unproductive, and mediocre days, and ultimately a mediocre quality of life. By simply changing the way you wake up in the morning, you can transform any area of your life faster than you ever thought possible. So that's our reading done for today. It's a little passage from the book. So could check that off the box. And speaking of checking off boxes, the last thing is scribing or journaling. And so another thing, you guys should have all had either a notebook or some type of a journal, right? I have mine. It's called a wellness journal. Whatever it is, you can use your phone, whatever it is. But I like pen to paper. And writing and journaling is so important because, again, it's going to reinforce whether you write your affirmations every day, whether you want to have a guided affirmation. There's things that we can do, like I talked about, that we're going to create some affirmations and we can guide you on that. Same way with scribing and writing those things down. It's going to reinforce your affirmations. You can scribe or journal about, your day and what you want your day to look like, or, your goals for the day. I encourage you not to make it just a task list, though. That I do not encourage. We want it to be more impactful and meaningful for you. And so if you are struggling with what to journal tomorrow on your own, for example, you can write out your affirmations. We talked about creating them, so go ahead and write those out. I personally also like to write appreciations. So I like to write 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for, because gratitude is everything in my life. And I think that that's very important. And so I have a guided one today. So if you do have a notebook right now, you can write this down. You can answer these questions in your journal. Number 1 question is, what do I have to be grateful for right now? I mean, we all woke up this morning. And we're all here and we're in this wonderful business with this wonderful team and wonderful leadership who are pouring into us, our lives and our business and our health. And the next part of that is, what am I doing well that I can acknowledge myself for? How are you showing up for yourself? Being on this call. Kudos to everybody for being on this call and going on this challenge, you know? And then lastly, what are my top 1 to 3 priorities for today? Is it making sure I do all my posts? Is it, health and wellness? Is it more exercise? I cleaned out my refrigerator from all the bad stuff from the holidays. Like, I got all the stuff out of there. But no, seriously, what are your top 3 priorities for today? And just write that down.
Awesome.
And that's Angie. Do you have anything to add, James, Becky? Anybody have anything to add? That is the short and sabers, as short as I could get.
Amazing. I mean, amazing. Really and truly amazing. And I can feel the energy through this. I'm on Cheryl's iPad. I can feel it coming through the technology, whatever. That was awesome. Your energy is palpable. Seriously. The only thing that I would say, we're in the beginning where we're silence in the morning and the meditation, the Calm app is the one that during COVID, when I was doing this, it's guided, because we have a monkey mind that'll keep going, and this over here and this over there. And that's normal, and be gentle with yourself, because that's going to happen.
Yep, that's good addition. Thank you. So who's pumped to get up 15 minutes earlier tomorrow morning and do this on their own?
This was amazing. Pia, Angie, this was fantastic. I just want to give a special shout out as well. Like, you might be asking, well, why do we have Angie? What I love about Angie and Pia and anyone put on these stages is because they're really good at what they do. But also they are running their business. Like, they're moving, like, there's a lot of things going on. So we have this week a last chance to qualify for this 10 and 2 promotion in the Warrior Movement. So we have a lot of people running for it, but both Angie and Pia were able to wrap that up. So huge congratulations to them. I just wanted to make sure that we know that. And over the holidays, they were able to get this done. Besides them, though, we also have Pam Middleton was able to wrap this up as well. So congrats to Pam. And we also have Kim Wall that was able to wrap this up as well, too. So put these into those visualizations, right? This might be one of those actionable things you can put with your daily savers now. Like, what would it feel like? Some of us haven't put into our minds yet that we've decided that this is possible. But start to implement this now, and a lot of things can change. But Pia, just thank you so much for your time and everything. This is up on replay now in our groups. And if you know anyone that needs to be a part of these, share with them this replay, bring them on tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. But Pia, anything else you want to add for today?
No, just super excited, everybody, to wake up tomorrow morning early and do your savers, and looking forward to hearing the results and when we meet again tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.